Hi and welcome to Watch the Time and my State of the Collection video. So we're in, it's the 28th of July 2019. I think I've done about 2 or 3 of these State of the Collection videos, and I just want to start this off by sort of saying, I'm really happy with my collection, the way it's going. It's changed massively and my ideas have changed. I was never going to sell any watches, I was going to collect certain things, and it's really changed dramatically, and I've been trying really hard to just stick to 12 watches, and it's really hard. I mean, I've just recently sold 2 batches of 12 watches to stay within my 12 watch collection. I've done pretty well on buying and selling watches. The watches I've bought and sold, I've not lost any money on. On a few watches I've made decent amount of money on. Some I've broken even, some I've lost, but overall I'm kind of up on the deal, so it's enabled me to sort of progress and buy different watches. So what I'm going to do is just set you down, and after just having gonna have a little scooch around all the watches quickly here, and then I'll go through them individually and different things, straps and things as well. So out of these watches, there's a couple that I've had for quite a while, and there's some that are going to stay definitely in the collection. Some might go, I don't know, but at the moment I'm really happy with the collection. So we'll start with my watch that will always stay in my collection. This was my first ever Casio. It was a watch that I bought to go to travelling with, years and years ago. This is actually a rebuy of the watch, but in similar condition to my watch was, and it's still running absolutely fine, keeps really good time, and it was a great watch. It cost me 12 quid, as I say, I had it for over 12 years, and it went travelling to Mexico with me, so a really important watch to me, and a functional watch. I don't wear this much anymore. I have put a new strap on it, which kind of looks a bit too new at the moment, but it is more like the original strap, and it is a watch I sort of wear every now and again, but not very often now. I just tend to keep that in my box. Next up, the Casio G-Shock that has beaten out all other G-Shocks out of my collection. I can never justify having anything else because this does everything. It's got Bluetooth, it's solar powered, it's linked to the atomic clock, so it's always got perfect time. You can just see there at the top it says RCVD, which means it's recently received a signal from the atomic clock, so it's bang up to date. It's got great functionality, alarms, countdown timers, a great automatic backlight. It's just a fantastic watch, a really comfortable combi strap. It's massively water resistant, it's reliable, it's just a fantastic everyday beater watch. You cannot go wrong with a G-Shock, and the added Bluetooth functionality of being able to find your iPhone and set a lot of the settings up on this, reminders and stuff with your iPhone, is just fantastic. Can't tell you how happy I am with that, and I'm going to do a long-term review on this. Out of all my watch videos, this is the most popular watch review. It's quite clear from my collection that of a style that I'm going down. You can see there's not really what I would call a dress watch. I have had dress watches, the Orient Bambino, the Seiko Presage, but the bottom line is I just don't wear them. Look what I'm having to put up with here. This nutter has brought in a small bush, but that doesn't worry me. I'm going to go on to what is my dress watch, and that's the Dan Henry 1963. It's a quartz, so it's a great grab and go watch. It's no date, which doesn't matter on a dress watch. I really like the dials on this. They kind of look silver sometimes, champagne others. Yeah, really nice. This was a gift. It's the date of birth, or the year of birth of my partner. She bought it for me. I love the SR71 Blackbird on the back there. It is a numbered limited edition. Just makes for a great dress watch. Yes, I know it's not overly dressy, but it kind of works, and for the amount of times that I need a dress watch, this absolutely does the job perfectly. The fact that it's a chronograph is an added bonus, but it's not one that I particularly use. So talking of chronographs, let's go to at the moment my other chronograph. There is going to be another one in the collection soon, but it's going to be a while yet, and that's the Seiko Flightmaster. Now, there was a lot of hype about this, mostly from the urban gentry, TGV, Tristano, whatever, but I thought in the end I'll just buy one and see what it was like, and I got a good deal on this one. So it didn't break the bank or anything, and it's kind of, I've fallen in love with it a bit. It's, you know, a really nice size on the wrist. It's comfortable. It's great on this strap. I have got another strap to try on it, which is going to be that one. You can see what I'm doing here. But I really like this watch, and I actually use this for when I'm flying my model gliders. I actually use this to time how long I glide for, and so you know, it's a practical, useful watch. It's a fun piece. Got all this slide watch shenanigans going on, which I never use, but yeah, I just really love it. Again, it's a great grab and go watch because it's a quartz. It's got a little reminder function down the bottom, or you can use that as a dual time, one or the other. But yeah, great little watch. So I'm just going to start over here now, otherwise I'm going to get all out of sync. Bostock Amphibian, an interesting watch. This is the first watch that I've ever taken completely to bits, and I've basically sort of distressed the case, giving it a sort of a bit of an old beaten up look, and I really like it. And it's actually, the more I sort of use and wear this, the brass or whatever this is coming through the bezel a bit more, and it's sort of getting you know, nicer and nicer. The only issue on this is the date setting is a bit of a faff, because it hasn't got a quick set date and you have to go backwards and forwards with the hour. So generally I just don't bother setting the date. You can see the date there is wrong, the time is correct. So I just don't bother with the date on this one, and you know, when I'm wearing it, to be honest, I struggle to see the date on these watches anyway, so it's not an issue for me. Yeah, really nice little watch. It's an interesting design. It's not the most accurate one, this. I probably need to have another go at regulating this one when I get the time, but quite nice on this strap. I've got another strap coming for this, an elasticy one, but really comfortable to wear. Nice cushion case design. Great little watch, and again, not a lot of money. So moving along here, we have the Beast. The monster, designed around the mouth of a lamprey eel, allegedly. Some call it a Dracula, but the Dracula one tends to have the red around the indices. Some call it the Fang monster, different things. This, in my opinion, is the best monster, which is the Gen 2. I think we're now up to Gen 4. The Gen 4 seems to be a more refined sort of watch. This still has, you know, the teeth of the monster about it. When you move your bezel, you can rip your skin off under these little bits here, and it's a bit sharp around the edges, but it really does live up to the name, monster. Obviously it is a genuine sort of dive watch as well, and not that I'm ever going to use it for that. And it's got a dive extension, you know, stainless steel clasp. Really nice bezel action on this one, nice and smooth. Yeah, really like that. Just a lovely watch. It is big and it is heavy, and you definitely know you're wearing it. And it's not a watch I tend to enjoy sort of sleeping in, because it is just a touch too heavy for that. I've tried it on straps, NATOs and things, but it then becomes too top heavy. But it is one of the few watches I've watched. My only watch at the moment on a bracelet, so I quite like it. Yeah, definitely a keeper in the collection. And it seems to be becoming fairly rare. You don't see them come up for sale very much on eBay, so I'm assuming that they're sort of become quite collectible. Okay, so next we'll have a look at this. Now, this has had a bit of a resurgence since I put the new strap on. I know it's a bit leery, but absolutely looks fantastic. Now, since I bought this watch, and it's the Dan Henry 1970 compressor diver style watch, I really like the watch, but I've never found the right strap for it. Now, the strap that comes with it I really didn't like at all, which was the I think they call it a tropical rubber strap, but I found it kind of sticks to things. Then I put it on, what did I put it on after that? I think a leather strap and all sorts of straps. I never found the right strap. I found a company based in the UK that sells this kind of strap, really nice quality. I am going to do a video about them once I'm going to reach out to them and see if that's okay. But just this watch now looks absolutely fantastic. I'm going to put this one on wrist for you, and I just think it looks fantastic now on this strap. It's really given this watch a new lease of life, and I'm now wearing it a lot more often. Great watch. It's a micro brand. Got some issues with things like reliability and that on these watches. Some people have sort of said, you know, not great. Mine's still absolutely perfect, and the crystal is absolutely fine as well. It's got this sort of laminated crystal, but I just find it absolutely fantastic. Love it. It's definitely staying in my collection. Again, it's a numbered limited edition piece as well. Next up is another limited edition, a limited edition or special. I think this is a special edition, not a limited edition. And this is the Seiko Save the Ocean turtle. It's the standard size one, really comfortable sort of cushion turtle style case. Beautiful dial on this, meant to denote the sea. That's the sort of the shallow part, and then down into the depths where it's just pretty much black down the bottom. I have got a misaligned chapter ring, but ever so slightly, doesn't bother me. And the nice touches with the black sort of PVD coated bezel there and crown. And I like the two colours on the bezel. I've now matched it with this really nice sort of blue and black NATO, and it wears really nicely. Really happy with that, and that's a definite keeper in the collection. Okay, here we have the baby turtle, and this is the Paddy, again another special edition, and this has got the wave style, the wave dial on it. Sometimes you can see it really well, sometimes it just looks like a black dial, just about to see the wave pattern there. Really like this watch. It's much smaller than the standard size turtle, but it wears fantastically. I like the crown at the 3 o'clock position sticking out there with no crown guards. It's an added feature to me. I love the Pepsi dial. This is another watch I've struggled with the strap combination, and I've gone for just this navy blue, and it works really well. Really nice watch. Absolutely love the dial on this. Great loom. I think most of these watches have got great loom, apart from the Vostok, which is crap. Really like this watch. Again, another definite keeper in the collection. And I am tending to try and keep watches which either are limited edition, special edition, or possibly now unavailable. Things like the Monster, for instance. Whilst that's not a limited or special edition, you can't buy it anymore. So I think that's a good watch for the future. Right. This is one of my favourite watches in the collection, and it is a watch that I picked up from a second-hand shop. It's well beaten up, it's well scratched up, but it runs perfectly. I just love the design of it. It's sort of forced me to look at a Citizen in a completely different light. There's a big dent there, look. So it's had some real big knocks and scratches, and loads of scratches on the crystal, and there's a big score there. The second hand has definitely been beaten up at some point. It's been obviously taken off and bent around and slung back on and different things, but it still runs great. I still love it. I'm really enjoying it on different NATOs, and I really like this NATO at the moment. I think the black and the green go really nicely, and then the red is picked out on the dial there, and on the strap as well. I think that looks really well, works brilliantly. Fantastic watch, super comfortable these are. Bit similar to the Seiko SKX and Turtles in that they're quite big watches, but they wear just beautifully. They definitely know their stuff. This is the most recent purchase, and that's the Citizen Fugu, and it's like a limited edition of the ProMaster Diver you just saw there. Absolutely love this watch. So I only got it recently, but I just fell in love with it as soon as I saw it, and I like the just nice touches of the special edition. It's got a puffer fish on the back, and it's got a signed knurled crown instead of the sort of slatted crown. So it's really nice. Great watches as well. As I say, again, really comfortable. This one's in absolutely immaculate condition, and I'm really happy with it. Not the cheapest going, but not an expensive watch by any stretch of imagination. You can pick these up for, just over under 250 quid. You can get one of these for, and again, just great loom, fantastic watch. Absolutely love this. And then finally, my current Grail watch, which there is one watch which I'll talk about that I am looking to add to the collection at some point, which is my Grail watch. This is my first kind of Grail watch, because it costs, this watch costs over £1,000 new. I got it for a little bit less than that, because I bought it second hand, but I got it second hand in absolutely mint condition, and I absolutely love it. I've tried it on different straps and things, but this is the original strap. This is the Sin strap that come with it, and to be honest, it suits it perfectly, and I love it. It wears really nicely. If I get hot, I just move it one hole on the buckle, and I can wear it slightly loose or nice and snug. Keeps absolutely perfect time. It's really, really legible, in that when you're telling time, you can tell time to the sort of the 1/5 of a minute. It's that accurate with those sort of syringe style hands. Great loom. It's got a countdown timer on the bezel, which I find really useful, mostly for cooking and different things, but it's got real useful functionality. You've got the day date complication. It's German made. It's absolutely fantastic. The movement in it looks absolutely fantastic as well. Nothing spectacular, it's a Solita movement, but highly reworked and decorated by Zinn. And then you've got your anti-shock, anti-magnetic stuff all built in. As you can see, that's a Zinn 104. I don't know what the 0773 is, but there you can see Stoßscheicher and anti-magnet. So that's anti-shock and anti-magnetism there. But yeah, really nice. Absolutely love this watch. I was a bit dubious about the fact that it was all polish, but with just a bit of brushed on the back there, but actually works fine. The watch that I am looking to get to add to this collection is unfortunate at the moment because it's so overhyped, and that's the Omega Speedmaster because of the 50th anniversary of the landing on the moon. It's just so overhyped at the minute, so not a great time to buy it, but that is a watch I've been sort of really craving for some time now. I'm not sure whether I'm going to go for the reduced or the standard size. I might even go for a brand new one. I'm not sure, but there's quite a bit of saving money to be done before that happens. But that is on my list of watches, which is actually quite small at the moment, the list of watches that I want. I will be getting a few more Citizens in. That I quite like some of their funky dive watches that I've got my eye on, but just as and when they come up, we're going to go for those. Anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry this has gone on. I know this is a long video, but I wanted to just go through my collection as it is at the moment and really in detail about what I've got and why I've got them. I'm absolutely loving the collection. My only issue with my collection is what watch to wear on each day. I'd love to wear them every day, all of them, and some days I actually wear 2-3 watches. Yeah, that's my only problem at the moment, but it's a nice problem to have. So like, subscribe, comment. I love all your comments. I love it when people subscribe and when they like the videos that I put out. It really spurs me on to do more and really keep my content going, which I do intend to do. So thanks for watching. Watch the time. I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.